Yo guys, this is your artist Tolg, and today we will draw commission number 2 of 6 for Markers. Again on an A2 size paper, and today we will create something epic with GOKU SSj4 and Golden Oozaru. These 6 commissions from Markers are all Dragmold GT based, and many thanks to Markers for this huge order. If you guys are also interested in custom drawings, message me on Instagram or email, and make sure to watch the whole video as I will guide you through the whole drawing process. So today we will draw GOKU SSj4 full body in front and Golden Oozaru large in the back. I think that would be a very cool picture, and of course we are starting with the rough shape of GOKU. This way I know for sure that I can fit GOKU full body and still have enough space on top for Oozaru. So GOKU I will draw in a relaxed pose with the fists a bit up, will give him a nice smirk, and for me the easiest way to draw is to start with the face. I always use 2 guidelines for the face, one vertical and one horizontal. That way we can draw the eyes the same size and on the same level easy, and we can also draw the nose and the mouth perfectly centered. I also like to use the lines to draw the face shape and even to draw the ears on the same level. So as you can see, with 2 simple lines we can structure the face very easy. And drawing without these lines, there is a big chance that the face will turn out asymmetrical, and probably we would have to do lots of adjustments to get it right. The hair of SSj4 is very special, it stands very high, has a lot and very thick individual hair strands which go in different directions, which adds some dynamics to the hair. Okay, I love how the head part turned out, GOKU looks amazing, and now we will draw the upper body. So SSj4 has a very special design. Most of the body is covered in fur, just the chest and upper abs are not covered. We will draw the muscles very defined, making sure that each pec and abs are on the same level, and same goes for the arm. As I said, the fist will be slightly raised. We can see the inner side of the arm, so the biceps we can see fully. GOKU wears wristbands like pretty much always, and the fist we will draw with banded fingers with the thumb on top. The hairy part of the fur we will add on the inking. The other arm we will of course draw the same way, and here I'm constantly using a ruler to check if all the parts are on the same level and size, like the shoulders, upper and lower arm, and also the fists. The ruler is very helpful for that, because for some reason I always tend to draw the right side a bit higher. I don't know if that's just me, but with a ruler that can't happen. Perfect, I love the upper part, and now to the legs. So GOKU wears wide and loose pants like pretty much always, and the end of the pants will be sticked into, let's call them leg bands, which covers most of the lower legs. So the pants we will draw with lots of wrinkles to give it a wide and loose look. The bands on the legs are the same as the wristbands, just larger, and the shoes have a very simple design. And this is how the leg will look like, and now we will draw the same thing on the other side. Same process, and here as well you can use a ruler to check if all the parts are the same size and the same level. Looks great, and to finish up GOKU we will now draw the tail behind him. We will draw the tail with movement to give it a bit more dynamics, and that's it for GOKU. He looks great, and now we will draw big Golden Oozaru. So we will start with a big horizontal line for the eyes. This way we will make sure that the eyes will be the same size and on the same level. Oozaru we will draw from the front, relaxed, mouth open but not screaming, and the fists will also be raised up slightly. The front part of the face and nose is very widespread, and Oozaru has huge fangs. The sides of the face will be covered in big fur, and the ears are long and spiky. Oozaru has a huge body with huge muscles, and the fists we can see on the bottom part of the paper. Here as well, we will draw the fingers banded with the thumb on top, at least what we can see of it. Alright, Oozaru looks great as well, and now we will surround Goku with lightning to make everything look even more epic. The lightning we will draw in different sizes, different directions, with lots of edges and spikes, and we are using a color pencil for this. And that's it, guys. The sketch of this A2 size custom drawing turned out very good. I really like it. Goku looks dope in full body and Golden Oozaru in the back looking real intimidating. Now we can ink this. So for the inking I'm using pens from Ohuhu, but you can use any brand you want. For Goku, which is smaller, I'm using a thinner pen so I can ink more accurately, and for Oozaru, I will use a thicker pen because he is way larger. And now we are basically tracing the whole sketch. We drew the sketch so accurate and clean, now we can just trace everything, relaxed and slow. And when we are done with that, we will erase all the pencil lines to have a clean sheet, and this we will also do slow and controlled so we won't crumble the paper. Now we will make the line art real accurate and color the hair black. Therefore use a black marker of your choice and color the area of the hair all black, very evenly. The outer parts we will also re-ink a second time with a thin pen to make the whole line art as accurate as possible. So making the hair spiky, improving the lines, and making everything 100% crispy. The head part looks amazing, and same goes for the body. We will make the lines more accurate, going over all the lines one more time to make them thicker, and overall just improving the lines and making the line art special. Alright guys, full line art done, I love this, and now we are ready for the coloring. The color tones I'm using for Goku are mentioned on the screen. I'm using Ohuhu markers, Arrtx and Copics, and we will start with the brighter parts of the hair. I choose vibrant tones for this, and here we will do some blending as well. The eyes are yellow, and for the skin we are using normal color tones, so no heavy shading. We will add the shading on the inner parts of the skin, and we will also use the muscle definition and face features for the shading. Same goes for the chest part and also for the fists. Super Saiyan 4 has not much skin, so this part is pretty easy. The wristbands and belt we will color blue, and we will also add the shading on the inner parts and along the lines of the belt. Now a larger area to color the fur. First we will cover the whole arm with the base tone very evenly, and then we will add the shading. We will use a heavy shading for the fur, and we will use a marker like a brush to create a hairy effect. We will use a stroking technique for that, and we are also adding the shades along the muscle definition. That looks great, and same process for the abdominal area and for the other arm. Alright, the upper part looks great, and now we can move on to the lower part of Goku. The tail we will color the same way with an even coloring and blending. Great, so the bands on the lower legs are the same colors as the wristbands, and for the shoes we will use the same tones as for the hair. So the pants have a darker yellow tone, and we will first cover the whole leg with the base tone, just a regular layer, because we will add big and heavy shades to the pants. The shades we will add on the inner side, also along the wrinkles of the pants, and these shades we will color very even. Then another darker tone for some more deepness along the wrinkles, and then we can color the base tone of the pants perfectly even. That looks very good, I love this, and now same process for the other leg. Perfect guys, Goku looks really good, and now we will color Oozaru. Starting with the nails and skin, and for that I'm using a few brown tones. Oozaru is huge on this A2 size drawing, so coloring him was a real challenge. The skin is still not that large to color, and here I'm using the color tones very evenly and with lots of blending. We have to use multiple layers for that to create an even surface, and as this is a huge paper sheet, I had to choose markers with full ink so they would last for the whole drawing. So the head part is a way larger area to color, so we have to work a bit intelligent here by starting with the brightest area, then using the base tone with just one layer, so we got the base of the skin, and then the dark and heavy shading, which will cover most of the forehead. The darkest tone we will use very even right away, and the base tone of the skin we will color even after that. That way we saved a bit ink. Perfect, now increasing the deepness of the shades, and then we can give them fangs some nice gray shading. Now we will color the tongue, also very even and with some shades, and then the red eyes. For that, I'm using brighter and darker red tones to create a nice effect for the eyes, and I'm also using a white gel pen for some highlights. Alright, now we've finished everything else, so only the golden fur of Oozaru is left, and that is by far the largest area to color today. I'm using a few different yellow tones, which are already mentioned, and here I'm using a few Copics, because I got the refills, so I will not run out of ink by coloring this big area. The other markers are also pretty new, so I'm safe with them. So as you can see, I started with the brightest color tone, then used the next darker, and then the next darker, until I'm at the darkest tone. So basically working from bright to dark. For me, this is the easiest way, and I'm also using the markers like a brush and with a stroking technique, so I can make the fur look real hairy. I'm also using multiple layers to create an even surface, and on a large area like this, coloring even is very challenging, takes a lot of time and patience. But I think you can see that the result will look great in the end, so let's continue. So guys, the upper part is close to be done and the fur is really looking great. It really stands out. I love the different yellow tones. And now we will do the same thing for the chest. So coloring the chest will be a bit different as on the upper part. We had lots of smaller areas to color, like the neck, small part of the shoulders, fur on the face, and on the chest we only got 2 huge packs, which we will color the same way, just way larger. Still working from bright to dark, using the stroking technique and coloring as even as possible with multiple layers. Perfect guys, the big chest is looking great, and now we will do the same thing for the rest of the fur. Same order of color tones, same technique, so let's go. finally, I'm close to be done with coloring the fur. This really challenged my patience, hours and hours of patiently doing the same movement, but the result is fantastic, and now we will finish the drawing with the last details. We got an empty space on top, and that we will color dark blue to resemble the dark sky, and then we will add some white dots with a white gel pen to show the stars. Then we will improve the lightning of Goku. Because of the coloring, the lightning doesn't look that accurate anymore, so we will grab the blue color pencil again and outlining the lightning one more time, making it real spiky and edgy to give it the electricity effect, and make sure that the pencil is always sharp. Alright guys, last touch and then commission number 2 of 6 for Markers is done. I think this is a really cool drawing. This was a lot of work, but I managed to draw everything pretty detailed on this A2 size paper sheet. This drawing was a real challenge, but it was also fun to create, and Markers is very happy with his second custom drawing. We got 4 more A2 size drawings which we have to create for Markers, so keep an eye on the channel in the next few weeks for some huge artwork like this. Alright guys, now let me know in the comments what you think of this. Also give me inspiration for future videos and like the video to show me your support. You can also support me on Patreon. If you appreciate my work, that would be amazing. Also subscribe to my real-time channel for full-time drawing videos and check out my online shop for original drawings and prints. For commissions, message me on Instagram or email, and if your custom drawing fits to my channel, I will make a video out of it and mention your name in a video as well, just like today. All the links down below in the info box, including the links to the materials I'm using. That's it guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.